K45, what's going on? We're back. It is the All Out Show. Rude Jude, Lord Sear, what it do?
I got the stars of Straight Outta Compton here sitting in the studio with me. Y'all get done eating your pizza?
Yeah, man.
They had to have a little snack break and shit. We got O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Know what time it is.
Playing Ice Cube. Corey Hawkins, who plays Dr. Dre.
What's up?
And Jason Mitchell, who plays Eazy-E.
Yeah, there.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hello, sir.
No applause, just send money.
Y'all getting your money, and you about to get some more money.
Fingers crossed.
I got to see the movie on Wednesday last week, and I got to tell you, I was really impressed by it. I thought it was pretty fucking good.
Man, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
There was some shit I would nitpick, but I'm not even gonna nitpick.
That's what's up.
Yeah, fucking A. Yeah, like there was nothing off of the second NWA album in that shit. Y'all acting like it
you know
just
what the problem
disappeared.
was?
What happened?
Ain't no cube on
That was it. I was like, I wonder who produced that shit. And then I was like, oh, Cube produced that shit because they acted like NWA just sucked after Cube left.
I mean, that's what I heard.
Man, always into something. Still my shit though.
I heard that.
But all of y'all crushed it.
Thank you.
You're Cube's son. What was that like? What was that like playing your dad?
It was an opportunity that I was thankful for because I almost didn't get it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Man, who you telling? So anyway, I had to audition for over 2 years before I got the part to even finally get to a chemistry test where there's 2 other cubes there. So the pressure was always on. You know, I applied pressure to myself because it's my family's legacy is bigger than rap to me. And so, you know, I had to make sure that it was me who cemented his legacy in film.
And Jason, you beat out Eazy-E's kid.
Yeah.
That had to been crazy knowing that you going up against E's kid and
yeah, I mean, it's kind of discouraging, but I mean, in the acting world, it'd be like that. You know what I mean? It's either gonna be you or somebody else, and that's just it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It don't matter who they are, what they done, none of that. You know, you'll be surprised who you can come up against in the acting room. You know
I remember when I saw the poster and I was like, I don't know, man. Like he don't look as much like Eazy. Like y'all, like yo, you look just like Dre's ass, bro. Like you look just like Dre to me with the hat on.
I think you look like Dre too, man.
But you don't think you look like Dre?
You in none of these interviews.
Man, that's crazy,
Corey, you don't think you look like Dre?
Bruh, if I'm walking down the street, you would look over and be like, hey, is that Dr. Dre?
Well, Dr. Dre is huge now, like, you know, long sleeve shirt.
No. But back in the day, you know, because we looked at a lot of old pictures, and you know, and of course he provided all the stuff we needed anyway to get into it. But yeah, I never, you know, that was my initial hesitation about going into it because I didn't think I could pull it off.
Yeah, well, you did a hell of a job.
Thank you, man.
And back to my point with you, I was like, you didn't look a ton like him, but you acted your fucking ass off, and I was like, that's easy. At the end,
transformed.
By
man.
the end of that shit. I felt like you had the toughest role. Your Eazy-E's had the most had to have the most emotional depth in a way.
Right. It was a huge character arc, you know, and I can't do nothing honestly but thank God for that opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because as an actor, that's all you want to be able to do is pull out your creative guns and show everybody, you know, what you could do for real. You know what I mean? And it was like I got to, you know, be in a period piece. You know, I got to pretty much transform my whole self because I don't, like you said, I don't look all like that. And then I'm not from Cali. I'm from New Orleans.
Oh, you from? Oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah. So
it's
you know, I had
out now.
I had a huge accent to drop. I have actually been doing a lot better with that, you know, since that situation.
You probably get drunk and be like, "Whoa,
it's man." After a couple of drinks, everybody's like, "What? What? You're funny. What'd you say? Say baby again." Like that's it. Man.
Well, you did your thing, man.
Thank you,
Corey. You went to Juilliard.
Yes, sir.
What was that like? What was that like doing Broadway as like Romeo and Juliet?
We called Juilliard the jail yard when I was there, man.
How come?
Never see the light of day when you're there. You know? That's how hard they work you, and that's how hard you got to work yourself. You know, so and it's crazy because you know working on this movie, just looking at the parallels, like I look at Dre and what he does with music, you know, and I can only hope to do that with acting and like when he wasn't on set, he was in the studio. You know what I'm saying? He was in the studio, never seen the light of day. So it was like, you know, it's great, man, to be able to go from doing Shakespeare to go into this world, you know, and back and forth. I mean, it's not like it's foreign to me, you know what I mean? Compton or the hood. So,
are you where are you from originally? Are you
DC.
All right, so you a DC cat, New Orleans cat, and LA dude.
Yeah, man.
All right, so O'Shea, you got to grow up with your old man. You got to grow up with the music around you.
Right.
Probably, you do faces like that. It look like the muscle, his muscles are on your face. Like you just do
Give the little baby dynamic.
right.
I call him Mini him.
What did you guys do to get ready for this role? Like, did you listen to a ton of NW? I imagine you must have listened to a
Man, we
fucking ton of
recorded
it,
the
right?
whole album over.
Yeah.
Dub C, we had like, what was it, like 4 hours a day where we just was with him, just practicing motions and mechanics, you know what I mean? Just to get us to the point where physically we were these guys already, you know what I mean? And then once we got into the mysterious world of Gary Gray, then you can start actually taking direction from that, you know? It was dope though.
Do you feel that you got to your character got to be more interesting because Easy is passed and they're like, cause Dr. Dre's character, all he did was knock motherfuckers out like the whole time. Like he just get mad and he's like, how many people y'all knock out in that fucking movie? Man?
The thing about Dre is that he's not a, you know, that's the thing about each of them. Easy had that sort of charismatic way about him. You know, Dre was more reserved, you know what I mean? He's a guy who sits back and sort of watches, you know? He likes to be sort of behind it, you know, and get behind the music. So I think it was all sort of about pushing and pulling and knowing when to go. But when he goes, he goes.
Yeah, I just think it's a privilege, you know, because I think that like just society in general, just how the average brain works, would think that it was leaning one side, more on one side than the other. You know what I mean? You're either going to choose one side and say, oh, they had it easier because their people were here, or he had it easier because Easy's not here. You know, you're going to lean one side either way it go.
There's going to be an upside for either thing.
Exactly.
There's always strengths and weaknesses.
Exactly.
No matter what
I mean,
you do.
I would have loved to have my daddy there with me, you know, like coaching me through it, you know, talking to me, just whatever, having them little intimate moments, if it ain't nothing but a pat on the back, you know what I mean? Because, like, it wasn't a ton of things that I saw where those guys were like, hey, Shay, do this, or hey, Corey, do that. You know what I mean? They were kind of letting them know, like, I already made my choice. I felt like you was the right person for the job. And until you start fucking it up, you know, you ain't got to worry about me. I'm just here to support, you know?
Shay, was there internal pressure for you? Because, like, damn, man, my old man is watching me do this shit.
No, that's what calmed me when he presented the part to me. He said a lot of people didn't want me to get it. You know, that's obvious, you know, for obvious reasons. So, you know, I told myself from the get-go, a lot of people don't want you to get it, but he wants you to get it. And so, you know, that's really what I put in my head. And seeing him on set, it wasn't like, oh, don't mess up. It's like, show him what we got. And so, you know, it pumped me.
What was your favorite shit to film? Did you like doing the stage stuff, or did you guys like doing, like, do you guys like the stage stuff?
Stage,
Yeah.
That stage stuff, oh, man, it went so hard.
Yeah. We really felt like the group, man. We did become the group, you know, like, and I think when you watch the film, you can feel that. But I think just being up there, because these are my brothers now, you know, we're all brothers now. And so we went through this process like we went, you know what I'm saying? And, and so by the time we got a chance to get up there and be on stage and flex our muscles, you know what I'm saying? We just went off, man.
Yeah, it's like getting that the recognition for all the work you finally done. You know what I mean? Because the crowd gonna let you know if you whack or not. It's not like we was going up there with Easy-E recordings, you know what I mean? Like we went up there with our voices. We went live mic, you know what I mean? A lot of times. We did this a lot of times. And the crowd was with us, you know what I mean? Like imagine that 3,500 people.
Did you get to fuck any groupies out of it? Like,
hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
man.
that's
There
awesome.
y'all go with that extra
Hey,
shit.
I don't know anything about groupies. Man.
I'm just saying.
I don't speak as the English.
I don't know how real this experience was. That's all. It sounds like it was a blast.
It was a lot of fun.
No pun intended.
Blast.
No pun intended there. That's my guy.
All right, so There was a ton of just legends on set. I know DOC was there a bunch. I'm sure Warren G must have came by.
Freddie was up there.
Yeah.
What you got to talk to these guys? I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Did any of them give you some gems that you could walk away with? What did you learn anything from
what's
some of
funny?
these fellas?
It was a lot of legends on set. But there was a lot of other people who didn't really know what was going on either. And
I was there, nigga.
Yeah,
I was there.
Yeah, they had more to say about it than other people. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of hood dudes eating craft services. Is that what you telling me?
But the thing is, like, everybody was still there to support and give their stories. You know what I'm saying? Right. So no matter what it was, they were just positive. It was all positive. It was like, but they were also checking each other. You know what I'm saying? In a certain way. So it was like, the stories that you hear, you know what I mean? That's the great thing about having Cube and Dre on this movie and Tamika on this movie, is that everybody was sort of, so this story was even, man. It was equal. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, this was wrong or this
Cube
was
can't
right.
say what's going on with NWA if he ain't in it at the time.
you know?
He actually learned a lot of how they was feeling and what they was going through,
Exactly.
during some of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was what was it like when you guys replayed No Vaseline? How was that for
It was great.
Fucking awesome.
You
man.
must have loved
I
that shit.
loved
Be
it.
real.
That scene's so hot.
Diss tracks.
Yeah.
How did y'all feel about it though?
Yeah.
Exactly how I look in the scene.
Exactly.
That's good.
Exactly
That's
how I
good.
look in
Good.
the scene.
I hope it.
That's another one. That was another Cube production where they played 2 lines from y'all diss song, and then they just played the whole No Vaseline until the Jewish part, and then
Well,
cut
I mean,
it
the
off.
thing about No Vaseline, though, like, honestly, like, being from New Orleans, it was... Basically, I learned all of that from Ice Cube way back when No Vaseline dropped, and it was the coldest diss track ever. If you ever thought, you knew about what was going on with NWA or whatever, or you wanted to hear an opinion about what was going on about it, he cleared it up for you.
Yeah,
this is what's happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
Right.
yeah.
That was the seminal diss track. It's hard to take other like fucking the nowadays rap beefs seriously when you
Right.
got that shit.
One
Right.
take.
That was one take. Your
Not me.
old man did that in
Yeah.
one fucking take.
One take.
Yeah.
Pissed off.
Yeah, you can
from the
hear
heart.
it. You can hear that he pissed it, man.
off. You mother. y'all gonna come at me like this? Y'all gonna treat me like this? After all that? No, that Denzel scene. Y'all gonna do this to me?
Right? Putting cases on all you bitches.
So wait, your old man did that in one take, huh?
One take. This is homies. I put out my own solo thing, trying to do it myself. I'm not sure about it. I don't know where this is gonna go, and I don't mention y'all at all. And then y'all dissed me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And then he said he came, and then he jabbed him back with the Jacket for Beast, and then they came at him with the 100 miles and running, and I think No Vaseline won.
Oh yeah, that was hands down. There wasn't even an argument. He body catch. I remember being in high school hearing that shit. I was in the 9th grade, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" Like, yo, dude.
Yeah.
And it was a good album too. The whole album was hard as fuck. So that was just an
Oh yeah,
exclamation point.
that's that death certificate.
Yeah, that's the one right there. So you rap too?
Get down with the get down.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
Having your-
man. It's like, I feel like I was on Sports Center or whatever, and they asked me, do you prefer O'Shea Jackson Jr.? And it's like, yeah, man, I feel like Ken Griffey Jr. And Ken Griffey got to play with his dad, so like that's how I feel.
Are you guys gonna go tour? Like, why don't you guys do like a rap tour?
Listen, everybody
so.
dude.
Corey can just stop booking so many jobs.
Yeah,
He always got some shit to do.
I'm not gonna be able to make it to
Corey busy.
Atlanta, guys.
Man, look, we trying to make. I'd love that for that shit to happen, man. That'd be crazy, man.
Yeah,
I
just
think
do
we
like
could
a
do it.
7-city tour or some shit, just for fucking
I
like,
think
yo.
we could kill it too.
Man, well,
Don't give us no ideas.
I know. Listen, we might end up making that happen, bro.
Right. They won't either.
plant the seed.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah,
Plant-
get you a little fucking
Plant
Jerry
the seed.
curl
we
shit
would
again.
we would shut Powerhouse down.
Wait, hold up, man. How did y'all do the little Jerry curls, man? Was that a wig?
They grew him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way to go, Jason. Yeah, they wigs.
Yeah, they wigs. We got to give a huge shout out to Andrea Jackson. She held it down. Because, I mean, there was a point to where I was like, is this real? Or is it fake?
Yeah.
Can I go home like that?
They had y'all curls looking better than the original curls, man.
Murdering it.
Yeah.
How you like that
Well,
shit?
I mean, with original curls, you know, they go through a whole day. We don't get 1 minute without what? Fix his hair. You know, so constantly getting the spritz and the combs and the gook, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hashtag gook.
had a shag at one point. We got rid of that thing.
Like Velcro.
We
You
got
snatch
rid of that
shit
quick.
Them shits used to ruin hoods, dog. Like the hoods.
Remember Good Fred, huh?
Yeah.
Everything stained up.
How old are you guys?
I'm 28.
So you were old enough to remember when NWA came out.
Nah,
You like
not when it
like
came
a
out,
baby?
but
Wait.
yeah, I was a baby, but
Yeah.
it was just. I kind of grew up in a family that was really with the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just a lot that, you know, because you know how it is when you think things are corny. You go back to the thing that was there before that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure if you go to anybody, like one of my uncles, and be like, listen to this song, they're going to be like, nigga, you heard of No Vaseline? You know what I'm saying? Don't put that on. Put this on. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, it was a thing that their music was just so real. You know what I mean? That it's timeless. It don't lose none of that. That's why it was on vinyl, then it was on tape, then it was on CD, then it was, you know what I mean? Now you can download it. You know what I mean? It stays.
Another thing about this was, and that you guys might not realize, like it was special when like rap was on radio during the daytime. Like it was literally some underground shit. It's not like now where you can go to the Dodger Stadium and they'll be playing rap between batting practice and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what NWA was able to accomplish was really fucking huge.
It's incredible, man.
Yeah, that's why we need people to come see this film. You know, because there's so many things, you know, and so many blessings that you know we have as a culture now, and I think that, you know, it shouldn't be taken for granted at all.
You forget how, you know, back in the day, it wasn't the norm. You know, with all the stuff that's on the radio now, you know what I'm saying? You forget how crazy it was to hear their stuff on the radio.
Yeah, like these cats are bragging about how much money they got, but they wouldn't be getting that money if it wasn't for groups like NWA,
Exactly.
Ghetto Boys, and such paving the way.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Let's play a song. Dude, I think we're out of time with you guys. You guys got to go to. You guys got one other thing.
You know, man.
I know
Yeah,
it keeps going. It keeps going for y'all
I'm like
cats.
serious, man. What's happening?
Yeah.
For real, man.
It keeps going
I
for
need
y'all
to have
cats.
every conversation I have is go have a Dr. Dre instrumental in the background.
Exactly. This is killer.
That's so cool.
I'm mad that this is they're not doing it for every fucking conversation.
Right? You're like, come on.
I'm going to
dog.
just carry it around and just...
Yeah, man. When I start talking to people.
Like, this is me to have Dr. Dre theme music. Come on, guys.
When he walks.
Bring it to your next audition and shit. Just be like,
Remember me. What's up?
Put some Shakespeare.
Right? Why you looking at everybody in the room?
Hell yeah.
fellas, it was really great talking with you. The movie is awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's some of the scenes in there just really stand out that are like it's worth going to see just for certain scenes. It's worth the price of admission.
Oh, man.
And I think this is gonna do very, very well for y'all cats, and I'm rooting for y'all. So
I appreciate
man.
that.
Appreciate
that,
that.
man. Thank you for
O'Shea
having me.
Jackson Jr.,
Yeah.
Corey Hawkins,
Yes, sir.
Jason Mitchell. It was a pleasure, y'all.
Thank you. Remember, no applause. Just send money.